It's so hot right now, so if I look like crap, please give me a break. It's like 90 right now, and I've got all my lights and stuff on, and it's really hot. Okay, so today, guys, I'm going to talk to you about Mario Golf Super Rush.
How long has he been in there?
20 minutes.
Tell him we're gonna play through.
All right.
We got plenty of time.
Donkey Kong, one of 14 Nintendo characters, teaming it up in Mario Golf, only on N64.
Ah, see, there it is. Super Rush. I'm gonna be kind of biased on this game just because I happen to like golf games a lot. Anyways, I have something like 1,200 hours in Hot Shots Golf on PlayStation Vita. I really like Clap Hands Golf, which is the same developer, but they just made it for iOS. Like basically, they made Hot Shots for iOS and Mac and stuff like that. So I've played a lot on there. Golf with your friends. I love that. I love the frustration you actually have with your real life friends playing that. So I really tend to have a lot of affection for golf games. Is this the best Mario Golf game? No, but it fixes one major problem if you've always had it with golf games in general. If you feel like old golf games, even stuff like Hot Shots, has been too slow in the past, and you're not cool with like the turn-based progression of stuff, waiting for somebody else to take their shot and stuff, they fixed that with this game. This game is way faster of a golf game when you play it in the new style. You can still play it in the old style where you can still do turn-based and all that stuff, but you don't have to. Even during stroke play, there's a way to speed that up. I feel so weird saying stroke play. Okay, so there's 17 players in all, including your me. There's actually 6 courses. I haven't unlocked them all yet. You have to do it through what they call Venture Mode, which you play as your me. And it's kind of weird. Like at first, it kind of gave me like weird, like the beginning of Pokemon, where you're like in a house, but then you're surrounded by all these other Mario characters, and you're part of like a beginner's group or something, starting to learn how to play tournament style golf or something like that. And so the game starts off really slow in that fashion. It's going to sit there and show you how to putt and all that other stuff. And there's really no way to skip it. You just have to go through it. Once you get through that, it starts to open up. Then you start like playing like a small little like 3-hole. 6-hole like games to get into like qualifying for tournaments, and you play tournaments, and then as you play different tournaments and stuff, then you start unlocking other courses and things like that. There's even a shop in the game, just like Hot Shots Golf, where you can buy like different like clothes, clubs, things like that. Some of the clubs are like really wacky in this. There's one called like the Banana Club or something to that effect, and it had this like little crook in its like shaft. Yeah, we're talking about golf club people, okay? So, but it made like all your shots kind of like curve a little bit. I hear the curve is satisfying. I don't know. Anyway, then you have your regular golf games. There's 3 modes on here. There is regular stroke play, which is your normal golf game. You can do one at a time, and all these golf modes, it'll give you an option to select whether you want to do motion control or you want to do button control. I only played with button control today, guys, because like I said, 91, 92 degrees up here. I'm sweating my butt off. I've got basically no clothes on. I had to put clothes on for the camera because, it rolls. But, yeah, I'm like doing everything I can to cool myself off here because there's no air conditioning in this house. So I was not going to get up and start swinging imaginary clubs in this heat, so I'm sorry. That's one aspect that you're going to miss out on this, but I assume it's like every other golf game that's been on the Wii and pretty much controls like that in the first place. So I had a really good time though, because with stroke play you can actually do everybody all at once, and then it did kind of turn like little ghost images, so you can't really mess with their game as they're playing, but it just allows everybody on the field to go all at once. I can see how it can kind of be a little bit distracting, but for the most part it sped golf up a lot. And that's really great because that means instead of spending an hour playing like an 18-hole course, you can spend 30 minutes. It literally like almost cuts your time in half. I love that because if I had one complaint about golf games or just golf in general, is the amount of time it takes to play it. Okay, then you had speed golf. This is the crux of pretty much what Super Rush is about. So in speed golf, you can play all at once. I don't think there's actually you all have to play all at once because of the way it works. And in this mode, you can screw with each other on the field to kind of screw up people's shots and stuff, and that happens in 2 different ways. So the game all starts off with a counter going down, and it kind of matches everybody up to hit the ball at the same time. And then so if somebody else has a disadvantage compared to your advantage in points and stuff, it'll actually let them go ahead of you instead of, and it kind of keeps you back, which is both good and bad because you have to make that time up, but also at the same time, because they're ahead of you, they're easier targets on the field to take down. And you get points for taking people down. So that turns out in different ways, but I played mostly Mario in this mode. So Mario has this like super dash thing, and it works. There's a little, like, as you're running, you can do like a little turbo where you run a little bit faster, and a stamina meter pops up. That stamina meter is green and red, or at least I think it's green and red. I'm colorblind. So when it's the lighter color, when you hit it, Mario can do his little dash thing, but it's going to eat up a lot of stamina, and when you run out at like a very slow, normal pace. In adventure mode, this is something you can upgrade down the road. It does have some light RPG mechanics to it, but as far as I know in this mode, I don't know if it transfers or not. I'm still pretty early in. And also, this is not really a review. This is just an overview of the game and what I experienced so far. Then you have your super shot, which is a little charge meter on the top, and you can only use that like a couple times per, like I played 9 whole games and I used it like twice each time. For Mario, he grabs a star power up, he's able to hit the ball a little bit further, and he does his like full on like Rainbow Mario run down the field, and that's when you can run into different characters and stuff.
Nice, huh? Birdie.
You can mess with them with that, or you can mess with them with just your super dash move. I saw a couple other characters, like I think it was like Bowser Jr. was like riding like a bullet bill down the field, and that was like his rush mode, but I didn't see a whole lot of the other like super power moves or super stroke moves or whatever they called it. Some of the courses I've run into have hazards. So the rookie course actually had some cloud enemies that were like blowing wind in certain directions. So you had to kind of like time some of your shots to when they were actually gonna land, so that those clouds didn't interfere with like where your shot actually landed at. So that was interesting. Then there's battle mode. Battle mode I didn't know anything about, and I love this mode. I love to play it online with you guys because it looks fun. So you start in an arena. There's like chain chomps, there's bombs, there's I can't remember what those guys are that fall, the thomps, right, or whatever it's called, and they're just all over the field in certain spots. And the game starts off, once again, it's all simultaneous play, just like Super Rush mode, same kind of powers and stuff. You can still mess with people, but also like the other hazards on the field can mess with you too. So it's like this big stadium, and the idea is you're supposed to get 3 flags to win. So the flags are just putting flags or, you know, holes wherever on the green or on the field. The field doesn't seem to like randomly change, it's always the same, but it's first to 3, and you are just trying to go back and forth, and whoever sinks the hole or sinks the ball in the hole, that flag goes away, so you can't hit it again. Okay, so you could be in the middle of a putt and somebody sinks it while you're in the middle of a putt, and it goes away, and you still have to sit there and wait for the animation to stop, and it slows you up, so it kind of screws you over a little bit. But that mode was really fun. I found it really intriguing and probably a lot of fun online with your friends. And I could just see people screaming at each other, having a good time. Then I tried some online play. I tried some regular golf. Then I tried some speed golf. And online actually runs fairly well. I didn't run into any problems. I didn't see any stuttering, any kind of network problems or anything like that. It seemed to run fairly good. How long will the community stick with this game? I don't know, but if they're anything like me, probably a while, because I actually really like golf a lot. I think golf is going to have a little bit more mass appeal than tennis did. I don't know why that is, but it just seems like that it's that way in the States. So you obviously have your me character, and then the other 16 characters in the Mushroom Kingdom, you have Mario, Luigi, Wario looks cool. Wario looks like an oil titan or something. He's like got like a big cowboy hat or something on there. I guess Oil Tycoon is the word for it. Waluigi's getting some love, so Waluigi's in this. Princess Peach, Daisy, Yoshi, Donkey Kong. I need to play Donkey Kong because he's one of my favorites. Bowser looked really flipping cool in this game. Bowser Jr. also really cool. I like Bowser Jr.'s got almost like this Looney Tunes like animation when he hits the ball, where he does like this, like he flips on himself a couple times before he hits the ball. It's pretty funny. Boo, Rosalina, Pauline, Toad, Chargin' Chuck, which is like the football guy from Super Mario Brothers. King Bum Bum, he was, you know, the first baddie in Mario 64. And like I said, me character. Every character has their own dash maneuver, and every character has their special shot, is, you know, what they call it, which is, so everybody has like their own thing, just like Mario Tennis, yeah. Everybody kind of has like their like own little like powers and stuff to show off. The cool thing about it is it's a flat rate of $60. They've promised extra courses down the road, extra game modes, probably even characters, who knows. But they've said it's $60. All the DLC that comes later on is going to be free. Sounds very familiar to what they did with Mario Tennis, actually, and I think they did add characters and stuff to that. So seems like that's what they're doing with their sports titles. I personally so far have enjoyed it. The one thing I will say though, compared to other golf games I've played, the character selection is mostly pretty predictable for a Mario game. And then the other thing I would say is some of the courses and design are a little flat compared to what I played in other games like Hot Shots and stuff like that. However, I think some of the game modes, and especially Super Rush and that battle mode, and the fact that the online is so well in this, kind of make up for those shortcomings and makes the game a lot of fun to play. So that's kind of my thoughts on Mario's Super Rush. Basically what it comes down to is if you're just looking for something new on the Switch and you're not a big fan of golf games, I would say this is something you could borrow or rent. If you are a fan of golf games, I would say it's probably a buy, but maybe not right away. There's definitely no rush. Maybe wait for a sale, which I'm sure this will be like in the next big sale. So anyways, I mean Mario Tennis was, so why wouldn't this be? Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I hope to see you again. I got my new tripod and stuff, so this thing is ready to go on adventures now. And we got the news that PAX West is indeed happening this year, and you better believe I'm going to try like hell to get tickets for that thing, because I have been itching to have an event like crazy. So, anyways, you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
お父さんの夢だったんだよ。家族でゴルフをすることが。よくできてるぞこのゲーム。まるで本物以上じゃないか。お父さんの番だよ。よし。愛する家族とゴルフがしたい。簡単本格任天堂マリオゴルフ64。ゴルフは楽しいだろう。
It's so hot. Just had a huge like thing of sweat just drip down in the middle of my ass, like somebody was trying to drop a pencil in there. Man.